Unit 6, Agriculture. Lesson 1, Coffee Growing. Vocabulary. Bush, bush. Cultivate, cultivate. Income, income. Plantation, plantation. Soil, soil. Harvest, harvest. Establish, establish. Chemicals, chemicals. Crops, crops. Destroy, destroy. Weed, weed. Hoe, hoe. Export, export. Fertile, fertile. Fertilizer, fertilizer. Plateau, plateau. Growing up on a coffee plantation. I grew up in Baksong, a small town to the east of Bakse City in Champasak Province. My family still lives there. Baksong is on the Bolavan Plateau, which is highly fertile with a cool, wet climate, suitable for growing coffee. Most people who live there get their incomes from growing coffee. I remember when I was young, I used to work hard. I helped my family to cultivate land and grow crops, especially coffee. I still remember how we established the coffee plantation. First, we prepared a field for growing seedlings. We cut down small trees and bushes, but we left the taller to stop the soil from becoming too dry. After that, we sowed the seeds on the prepared soil. Next, we prepared the plantation area. We cleared the land of all trees and bushes. We planted the seedlings in rows of about 2 meters consistent gap. We had 20 hectares of coffee plantation in the mountains. At that time, coffee was grown in the traditional way. The plants grew without fertilizers or other chemicals. We simply weeded and hoed the soil. After 7 years, we had our first harvest of coffee beans. About 80% of our income came from coffee production every year after that. Today, our plantation is more than 40 years old. It cannot produce much coffee. Also, some of our coffee plants were destroyed by war. My sister's family has planted some new crops and continues to develop the land for coffee growing. Coffee is a major agricultural export item for Lao PDR, which is one of the few coffee-growing countries in Southeast Asia. Many people in Baksong are returning to coffee growing. 1. We leave the taller trees to stop the soil from becoming too dry. Passive. The taller trees are left to stop the soil from becoming too dry. 2. We sow the seeds into the prepared soil. Passive. The seeds are sown into the prepared soil. 3. We clear the land of all trees and bushes. Passive. The land is cleared of all trees and bushes. 4. We plant the seedlings in rows about 2 meters apart. Passive. The seedlings are planted in rows about 2 meters apart. 5. We weed and hoe the soil. Passive. The soil is weeded and hoed. 1. Your trees are always planted in spring. 2. Your letters are always sent by airmail. 3. Your package is always delivered by the mail carrier. 4. Your letters are always typed by secretaries. 5. The passengers are always searched by the custom agent. 1. 7 applicants were received. 2. 3 people were interviewed today. 3. Each of them has had notes written about them. 4. The applicants are being considered at the moment. 5. A decision will be made soon.